All right, so we're continuing on with about planning ahead. Instead of trying to learn everything at once, you have to break it down into chunks. Example is that people who say, oh, I want to do it with food first. Well, you have to have whole food, but you have to get your nutrition level up to where your body's functioning first, and that takes time. The only way I know to do it is with BNBBs. That's what I've found to be consistent over and over and over. It's the missing link. Usually if people don't do it, they quit their workouts within about 3 months because they're not getting any results, okay? So you're gonna plan ahead, you eat based on your future goals. And what I mean by is short-term, long-term, medium goals. Essentially, you eat for what you'll be doing for the next 3 hours. One of the common mistakes with across the board, everyone regardless of their goals, is they eat based on what they were doing in the prior 3 hours. And that makes the blood sugar go all over the place. They start craving sad crap, and they lose lean mass and gain body fat. So you figure out each part of the day, because you're going to eat about every 3 hours, what your activity level is for the next 3 hours, and you eat accordingly. When I was getting ready to make this video, I made sure I had lots of good food on board because I'm using my brain, and that's just like an athletic activity, so that I had energy for the duration of the video. And then of course your daily goals and your longer term goals. Hopefully health is your #1 priority. By optimizing your health, you're going to get the best performance of your body you could possibly get. In relation to eating your meals, what you want to do is eat your whole foods first, and we'll talk a little more about what that means. And then you get your BNBBs in your body, your supplements, and then you eat whatever sad crap you want. Eating and wanting and thinking about sad crap is an example of the brain not being fueled. But instead of trying to prevent yourself from eating it, just eat your whole food, eat your BNBBs, and then you eat whatever sad crap you want. As time goes on, it'll just fade out of your life. If you ever start cutting back on your BNBBs, it'll come back because it's serving a purpose for the brain, right? You eat as much certified organic as you can afford. If you can't afford organic food, then don't, but make sure you're getting your fruits and vegetables and things like that throughout the day. Eat as much variety as possible. And what I mean by that is when you go into the produce department, you grab 5 colors, yellow, red, green, purple, whatever, white. Each of those colors, when it comes to produce, has a chemoprotective property to it. In other words, each of those colors protects the body from certain diseases. This program that I'm talking about here will reduce your chances of cancer by 80%. Again, this is not something I invented. This is from surveys done by National Institute of Health and Centers for Disease Control and so on and so forth. So how do you pick which produce to eat? You eat as much color and variety every time you go in to the store, and you pick up different produce products each time you go in. So you're getting a large variety of vegetables that you rotate around. Essentially, you want to structure your eating around your workouts. You should be eating throughout the day so that when you reach the time for your workout, you're fully fueled. Your muscles are just ready to fire, and you have enough energy to get through your workout. Time and time again, I tell people, you come into your workout with at least 1,000 calories on board. At first, people will say, oh, I'm so full, I feel like I'm going to throw up. But ultimately, as time goes on and they adjust to that, they find that they have way more energy, they start burning fat, and they start building lean mass, and they just feel much better all around. Eating 4 to 8 meals a day, so you're going to break it down, you eat more frequently, but smaller meals. Good fats, very important here. We're talking about good fats and talking about the BNBBs in terms of salmon body oil. This is the oil from fish's body, not cod liver oil, salmon body oil. You need to, over the course of a year, you build up to where you're eating 10 grams a day. Generally, a capsule will be anywhere from 300 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams, 1,000 milligrams being a gram. Over the course of a year, work up to where you're getting 10 grams per day. The nervous system is made out of the good fat, so you have to have it, and there's no way to tell. Well, the real benefit of this is in the long term, your health and your vitality improves as those around you who don't do this continues to get worse, and they make comments about it. We'll pick up in just a minute where we left off here.